What's going on, guys? Ryan Darks back with another video. You're still wearing that in 2022? That needs to stop, guys. Today is a very important video because we're going to talk about fashion mistakes that you guys are still making in 2022 that we need to definitely stop right now, because it's, you're doing yourself a huge disservice and people are probably still talking bad about you. So if you guys follow me on this video, I'm going to have some great tips for you. This will hopefully increase your style points significantly after this video is over with. So first point that we're going to talk about is running sneakers with jeans. So this is like, guys, any of the running shoes or athletic shoes, like, your basketball shoes or, Nike running shoes, Asics running shoes with jeans. It doesn't look good. It looks super tacky. It looks like you don't know what you're doing. I've literally been with my friends and I've seen like girls make fun of guys that have this on. I promise you I'm not lying. So I'm trying to give you guys, the inside scoop of what's going on right now, and this is not the way to go. So if you're going to wear sneakers with jeans, make sure they're casual sneakers like Air Force Ones, casual lifestyle New Balances. I've done videos for you guys on casual shoes you guys can wear with jeans. So make sure you're being very critical and specific on the shoes you're pairing with jeans, because the whole athletic sneaker with the jeans is just not, it doesn't look good. It looks super tacky. It looks really bad and you look like you don't know what you're doing. So like I said, don't be that guy who's getting clowned by, all the women and other guys that know what they're doing and you don't. Especially if you watch this channel, I will be kind of disappointed if you're stepping outside like this. So make sure you're not committing this first mistake. Second mistake is oversized, huge, big watches. Guys, as you guys can see, I have a smaller frame, a smaller wrist, so I always make sure I have a small watch on. As you guys see what I'm saying, my watch isn't too big. It's not, it's not like wearing down on my wrist or anything like that. It's nicely fitted, nicely sized, and it has a small frame as well, so it complements my wrist shape. Now, if I was a bigger guy, maybe I could get away with a bigger watch, something like that. But if you're this, guy who has a smaller frame, you have this big old watch covering your arm, it just looks super, you just don't look, your proportions are off. They don't look right. You don't look like you know what you're doing. So I would encourage you guys to look for a watch. It doesn't have to necessarily be a smaller watch, but a watch that more so fits your overall physique and wrist shape and, size. So make sure you guys are keeping that into consideration. So if you're a smaller guy, maybe a smaller watch is the best way to go. If you're more of a bigger guy, then you can get away with those bigger watches, but make sure you're being aware of what you're putting on your wrist and how it's making you look, and making sure you're staying in the correct proportions there. Third thing is basically kind of like I said, staying in the watch category, is getting a nice, beautiful, clean, nice watch and you don't get it sized. So basically that's what this looks like. So now, as you guys can see here, my watch has been sized. That's why it fits my wrist so well. Now if it hasn't been sized, this is basically what it looks like. That looks hideous, okay? Don't, this looks so sloppy when it's just like you're talking and the watch is like doing this the whole time, okay? So this is, let me close this back up so I cannot, give myself a headache. But anyways, don't do this, okay? Make sure you're getting a watch size. Take it to a jeweler or any type of place that, adjust watches. Get the links taken out so it can fit your wrist properly. You don't want to look, sloppy, having the watch sliding all up and down off your wrist. It looks very bad and you don't like what you're doing. You might as well not wear a watch at all, which is a cardinal sin as well. I don't know what's worse, either than not wearing a watch or having a watch that's falling all over your wrists. Either one looks very bad. So make sure you guys are not committing any of these cardinal sins on this channel. Make sure you're getting a watch. Once you get a watch, do not think that is the last result. You still have to get it sized. So make sure it's fitting your wrist properly. A good rule of thumb is to be able to fit at least one finger in there as well. That's I would say the most comfortable type of fit. Anything more or less than that starts to become too loose or too tight. So one finger inside is a good rule of thumb to measure it. So make sure you guys are testing it out that way. We're getting that watch size. Next example is boots with shorts. This should never happen, ever. Doesn't matter what type of boots you have on. what type of shorts you have on, no matter how good you think the two look together, this looks terrible. Do not ever put a pair of boots with shorts. Just doesn't look good. Looks super tacky, doesn't really look like you know what you're doing. They're just not meant to be worn with shorts. Always wear pants with boots, so, and not sweatpants either, don't do that. And more so like jeans, trousers, chinos, anything like that. Those look very great with boots. So make sure we're staying away from shorts, especially like, you know, like guys, when you're wearing like, you know, cargo shorts with like, you know, the chunky Timberlands or something like that. This doesn't look good. So don't think it does. I promise you, you heard it from me first. It's not a good mix. Shorts should not be worn with boots whatsoever. So if you think about doing this, please do not. It is the worst decision you can ever make. All right, moving on to the next one. You guys should already know this one if you've been watching the channels. Mixing socks with flip-flops outside. So if you're wearing it inside, you know, inside the house, that's cool because you're trying to be comfortable, and you know everyone wants to be comfortable inside the house. But it's that percentage of you that decide to wear this outside for the public to see. You guys know better than this, especially if you're watching this channel. You know this is not good. You know people are going to talk bad about you. You know that you should not be doing this. Just looks sloppy. Like I said before, if you're going to the beach or water park or anything like that, this is, you know, more acceptable. But when you're doing this just to go out, you know, you're wearing like jeans with some socks and flip-flops, this looks really bad. And I've also seen people talk bad about others as well that wear this. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys are not these people being talked about, and you're that other, you know, side of the spectrum that's being talked about in the more, you know, prestigious way. So make sure you guys are not making this cardinal sin as well. Like I said, if you're going to the beach, then fine, water park, anything like that, walking around the house. But once you step outside in the public, you should have on some nice casual shoes, okay? Good rule of thumb, make sure you apply that one. Last thing on the list is, well, I'll talk about this one because I'm actually implementing this one right now as well. It's mixing gold and silver jewelry. So as you guys see here, everything I'm wearing is silver. So silver watch, silver ring, silver bracelet, silver necklace. And once you start to have like, if I was to have anything gold on right here, it just would look, it wouldn't look like it came together very well. So if you're going to wear gold, I'll recommend all gold. So like all gold jewelry here, or all silver. Or the only thing you could mix, I will argue with, is pearls. So if you're going to do like a pearl necklace, then it doesn't really matter if you have on gold or silver. But that's like the only thing. Other than that, I would say that you need to stick with gold or silver, or unless you're doing like beads as well, then those are another exception. But anytime you're wearing gold or silver, you should try to make those always match. Unless you have like a watch or something that has some type of gold and silver mixture. I have a couple watches like that. Then you can pretty much pick what the rest of your accessories will be, but make sure you're picking one of them so you're not mixing them. This is a big thing as well. I've been seeing a lot of people doing, but just make sure you know what you're mixing. So gold and silver need to be separated at all times. Just looks the best, looks the cleanest, looks like you know what you're doing. And that's it for me today, guys. Hope you guys will no longer be making these fashion mistakes in 2022. Don't look good, they will get you talked about bad. So make sure you're fixing these problems after this video. Hope you guys got something out of it. See you guys in the next one. Thanks, peace.